Om Shanti. Today, Avyakt Murli date is 26 January 2025. Original date 15 December 2003. Murli title: In order to reveal the Father, transform ordinariness into uniqueness and become an image that grants visions. Today, Bap Dada is seeing the three star of three types of fortune sparkling in the center of the forehead of each Brahmin child everywhere. It is such elevated fortune, and you have received it so easily. One is the fortune of the Alokik elevated birth. The second is the fortune of elevated relationships. And the third is the fortune of all attainments. Seeing the star of the three types of a fortune sparkling, Bap Dada is also pleased. Look at the fortune of your birth. All of you have taken birth through the Father, the bestower of fortune himself. Your birth is so alokik and elevated. All of you also have the intoxication and happiness of the fortune of this birth of yours. Do you not? Together with that, look at the speciality of relationships. Throughout the whole cycle, no other souls have such relationships. Only you special souls have attained three relationships with the One. The One is the Father, the Teacher, and also the Sadguru. No one apart from your Brahmin souls has three relationships with the One. You have experienced this. Have you not? In this relationship of the Father, He gives you your inheritance and also sustains you. Look at your inheritance. It is so elevated and imperishable. People of the world say that God is their sustainer, whereas you children say with faith and intoxications, our sustainer is God Himself. Who else has received such sustenance? God's sustenance, God's love, and their inheritance from God. So the One is the Father, the sustainer, and also the teacher. In the life of every soul, three relationships are essential, but each of those three relationships is separate. You have all three relationships with the One. Look at your study. It is study of the three aspects of time. It is the study of becoming the knower of the three aspects of time. A study is said to be a source of income. You attain a status by studying. Look at the whole world. The highest status of all is said to be a royal status. So, what status do you attain through this study? You are kings now, and in the future too, you will have a royal status. You now have self-sovereignty. You are Raj Yogis who are self-sovereign. And the future of the kingdom in the future is imperishable anyway. Therefore, is no status higher than this. The teaching that you receive from the teacher are for becoming the knower of the three aspects of time. And the status you receive is a divine royal status. Apart from in your Brahmin life, none of you has ever had, nor can anyone have such a relationship with their teacher. Along with that, the relationship of the Sadguru, you receive Srimad from the Sadguru, and this Srimad is still remembered today on the path of devotion. You say with faith, on what basis do we take every step? You take every step on the basis of Srimad. Check in every step of yours according to Srimad. You have attained fortune. Do you experience the attainment of this fortune in your life? Is every step of yours according to Srimad? Or do the dictates of your mind and the dictates of others sometimes become mixed with it? The recognition of this is, if very step is According to Srimad, you will experience the accumulation of multi-millions at every step. If your steps are according to Srimad, there is easy success. Along with that, you have attained a mind of blessing from the Sadguru. The recognition of having received blessing is that when you have blessing, you won't have to labor. So, in the relationship of the Sadguru, you constantly have the attainment of elevated directions and blessings. The speciality of this easy path is that when you have three relationships in one, then it is easy to remember the one. There is no need to remember all three separately. This is why all of you say one Baba and none other. Because the special relationships are included in the one, it is easy. So your star of fortune are sparkling because of you have received attainment from the Father. The third star of fortune is that all attainments, there is the memorial. Nothing is lacking in the treasure store of Brahmins. Remember your treasure stores. Is it possible to receive such treasures, or are all attainments from anyone else? As soon as you say from your heart, my Baba, the treasures become present in front of you. Therefore, let such elevated fortune remain constantly in your awareness. This is number wise. Since each and every child is one out of multi-millions, Bap Dada now wants all of you children not to be number wise, but to be number one. Therefore, ask yourself, are you those who are number wise? Or are you number one? What are you? Teachers, are you number one or number wise? Pandavas, are you number one or number wise? What are you? Those of you who think that you are number one and will always remain this, not that you are number one today and that tomorrow you will become part of those who are number wise. Those whose intellects have such faith that you will always remain number one in following Father Brahma and remain constantly number one. Raise your hands. Are you? Don't just raise your hand for the sake of it. Raise them after careful consideration. Raise them high. If you only raise them halfway, then you are only half. Many of you have raised your hand. Look, did Dadi see them? Now take the account from those who are number one. Yes, Janak, take the account. Did the double follower raise them? Raise them. Are you number one? You pleased Bap Dada hard by raising your hands. Congratulations, Acha. To have raised your hand means you have courage, and if you have courage, then Bap Dada is your helper anyway. However, what does Bap Dada want now? You are number one, and that is a matter of happiness. But should Baba tell you? But what? Or is there no but? However, Bap Dada has a but. Bap Dada has seen that everything is much in your minds, but it is only in your minds. It has not emerged on your faces and in your behavior. Bap Dada now wants to see the number one stage in your behavior and your faces. Now, according to the time, let those who say that they are number one be seen as images that grant visions through their every activity. Let your faces show that you are images that grant visions. Even in the last birth and in the final period, your non-living images are experienced as images that grant visions. Therefore, in the living form too, you saw Father Brahma in the corporeal form. He became an angel later, but even whilst he was in the corporeal form, what were all of you able to see? Did he appear to be ordinary? In his 84th birth, in his old age, when he was even then 60-year-old, from the beginning to the end, you saw him as an image that granted visions. You experienced this, did you not? You experience this in the corporeal form, did you not? It has to be the same for those who raise their hand for being number one. You have recorded this on the TV, have you not? Bap Dada will look at your file. Baba has a file, does he not? So from now on, from every activities of your, let this be a experience. Although it may be an ordinary activity, no matter what you are doing, whether you are doing business or anything else, whether you are working as a doctor or a lawyer, whatever you may be doing, wherever you come into contact with others or form a relationship with others, let them feel through your behavior that you are different and unique. Or do you think that you are ordinary? That even looking people are like that? It is not the speciality of the work, but the speciality of your practical life. It is a very good business. He is a very good lawyer. He is a very good director. There are many like that. There is a book in which they have the names of our special souls. The names of so many people are mentioned in that. There are many of them. This one did this special thing and that one did that special thing. So his name is mentioned. However, those of you who raise your hands, and in fact all of you should have raised them, but those who did raise them, and you have to raise them, people should see a change in your practical behavior. This sound has not yet emerged. Whether you are in industry or wherever you may be working, let every soul say, whilst doing ordinary work, this one is like an image that grants visions. Is this possible? Is it possible? Those at the front speak, is this possible? Now in the result, it sounds as though this is not happening that much. Greater ordinariness is visible. Yes, when you perform a special task and you pay special attention, this is then very much visible. However, you have love for the Father. You do love the Father, do you not? To what percentage? Teachers, raise your hands. Many teachers have come. Is this possible? Or are you sometimes ordinary and sometimes special? The terms or the words that emerge wherever you perform any task, that is, your language should be alokik, not ordinary language. Bap Dada now has this elevated hope in all the children, and then the revelation of the Father will take place. Your action, behavior, and faces will automatically reveal this. This won't be revealed through lectures. In lectures, you just shoot one arrow, but it has to be revealed who it was that made you become like this. They themselves will come looking. They themselves will ask, who has made you become like this? The creation will reveal the Creator. So, what will you do this year? Dadi has told you to serve the villages. You may do this, but Bap Dada now wants to see this transformation. Is it possible to do this 1 year? In 1 year? When the next season begins, the contrast should be visible. The sound should emerge from all the centers that there is great transformation. You will then sing the song Parivartan, Parivartan, transformation, transformation. Ordinary words don't seem right in front of the fortune you have. The reason is I. This I, the consciousness of I, whatever I thought, whatever I said, whatever I am doing, that alone is right. Because of this consciousness of I, there is arrogance and also anger. Both do their own work. Is it the Father, holy offering? So where did I come from? Can anyone say mine for a holy offering? If you have an intellect, you have a skill or a speciality. Bap Dada gives thanks for the speciality and the intellect. But you shouldn't have the feeling of I now and the consciousness of I. The consciousness of I is subtle. In alokik life, the consciousness of I doesn't allow you to become an image that grants reasons. So what do the dadis think? Is this transformation possible? Is it possible? All three Pandavas speak. You three are special, are you not? All three of you speak. Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it? Acha, now become the commander of this. Don't become a commander of anything else. Become a commander of transformation. Will those from Madhuban become this? Will you become this? Those from Madhuban, raise your hands. Acha, will you become this? Those from Bombay, raise your hands. You, me behan, Parley Center is also sitting here. Will those from Bombay become this? If you are going to become this, then raise your hands. Acha, those from Delhi, raise your hands. Will those from Delhi do this? Teachers speak. Just be careful. Bap Dada will ask for the report every month. You do have this courage, do you not? Congratulations. Those from Indore, raise your hands. Teachers from Indore, raise your hands. Will the teachers do this? Will Indore do this? Wave your hands. Not all of you waved your hands. Will you do this and inspire others to do it? Dadis, just look. You are seeing it on the TV. Those from Gujarat, raise your hands. Will Gujarat do this? It is easy to shake your hands. Now you have to shake your minds. Do you not feel mercy on seeing all of that sorrow? It would be good if transformation took place now, would it not? Now the plan for revelation is your practical life. However, the programs you do are very good for keeping yourself busy, but revelation will take place through your behavior and your faces. Is any zone left out? Those from UP, raise your hands. There are a few from UP. Acha, will UP do this? Those from Maharashtra, raise your hands. Raise them high. Acha, will Maharashtra do this? Congratulations. Rajasthan, raise your hands. Teachers, wave your hands. Karnataka, raise your hands. Acha, will those from Karnataka do this? Those from Andhra Pradesh, raise your hands. Okay, we had this chit chat. Double foreigners, raise your hands. Where is Jayanti? Will the double foreigners do this? Now look, you have said this is in the midst of gathering. All of you have shown very good courage and so multi-million-fold congratulations for this. People outside are listening to Baba and people are also listening in their own countries. All of them are also raising their hands. Generally, it is said that every word of an elevated soul is a word of truth. They say whatever the Maharaja Brahmin priest says is the truth. So you are great Maharajas. Those who hear each version of yours should experience in their hearts that it is a version of truth. Your mind has been filled with a lot. Bap Dada also has a TV to see what it is in your mind. Here this TV only show the external faces, but Bap Dada has an instrument to see the state of your minds at every moment. So a lot is visible in your minds. When he sees the TV of your minds, he is very pleased. You have a lot of treasure and a lot of powers. However, this becomes according to capacity when it comes to your action. Now put this into your action, into your words, on your face and in your behavior. Only then will everyone say, just as you have the song, that the Shakti have come, that all of you are the Shaktis of Shiva. Pandavas are also Shaktis. The Shaktis will reveal then, Father Shiva, now finish all the little games. Now let your stage of retirement emerge. So at this time, Bap Dada is seeing all of you children as the star of hope who fulfill Bap Dada hopes. When any situation arises, remember this slogan: transformation, transformation, transformation. Don't forget this one word of Bap Dada versions today. What word is that? Transformation. I have to change. It isn't that only after the transformation of others that I have to transform myself. I have to transform myself and then transform others. Not that I will transform when others transform themselves. You have to be the instruments. You have to be Arjuna. Only then you will claim number one like Father Brahma. Those at the back, raise your hands. Bap Dada gives number one love and remembrance to those sitting at the back. Acha? To you extremely fortunate souls everywhere, to the special soul who are those out of the multi-million of the whole world, to the special children who constantly reveal Bap Dada through their behavior and faces, to the elevated soul who stay in the bond of cooperation and love, to the alokik soul who always perform alokik action in everything they do, like Father Brahma, Bap Dada loves, remembrance and namaste. We spiritual children say love, remembrance and namaste to Father Brahma and Bap Dada. Bap Dada's inspiration for the service of the wing, a very good result is visible from the service done through the different wings. Every wing is making effort and increasing their contacts. However, Bap Dada wants you to act like the medical wing who showed the practical connection of the meditation with the heart and gave the proof of how problems of the heart can be cured with meditation. You gave this proof, did you not? You have given this proof, have you not? All of you heard about this, did you not? In this way, people of the world want practical proof. In the same way, all of you wings that have come have to organize programs. You do this, but now make such a plan through which all of your practical results come in front of everyone. Bap Dada is saying this to all the wings. It is also reaching the government, is it not? The sound has spread here and there. That is possible through meditation. Now increase this more. Now give the practical proof of this so that it spread everywhere of how everything is possible through meditation. Let everyone's attentiveness be drawn towards meditation, towards spirituality. Do you understand? Blessing, may you become such an embodiment of silence that the drums of revelations are beaten throughout the world with the power of that silence. It is sung, silence not words, it is victorious over signs. As time and perfection come closer, there will automatically be distress for coming too much into sound. For instance, you now come into sound because you want to or because out of habit. In the same way, you will go beyond sound because you want to. You make programs to come into sound. When this change is visible, you will then understand that drum of victory are about to beat. For this, whenever you have time, practice being an embodiment of silence. Slogan: those who stay with the Zero Father are hero actors. Today, our signal is with your powerful mind to the service of giving Sakash. At the present time, the easy way to benefit the world is to stabilize and concentrate the wandering intellects of all souls with the concentration of your elevated thoughts. All the souls of the whole world especially want their wandering intellects to become concentrated and the mischief of their mind to finish. You will only be able to fulfill this desire of the world when you become concentrated and donate the power of your mind. Om Shanti.